a mix. Every note of that beautiful music stirred a sense of national pride in our hearts. And dear audience, they deserve a bigger round of applause. We now reach one of the most awaited moments of this afternoon. It's my honor to invite our esteemed chief guest, Shri Saurav Ray, Principal Director, Defense Estates, Eastern Command, to please come up on stage and address this august gathering. Sir, kindly come up on stage. May we welcome Sir with a huge round of applause.
Namaskar, good afternoon. Esteemed dignitaries, Cantonment Board CEO, Srimati Jyoti Kapoor, our respected guests from the Army, other services, Adang Commandant is here, principals, headmistresses of schools, students. I'm really very happy to be here. It's a very special occasion, and at first I have to compliment CEO Jyoti Kapoor and her team in Can Board and all staff for organizing this wonderful function. It is really a very unique day because we are celebrating 250 years of this cantonment. This is something really, really exceptional historically. And we are assembled here, and this is just the inauguration. We will be doing few more programs which are at the planning stage and execution stage, and I'm sure this program also has a very larger objective. It will bring together the new generation from the Cantonment Board area plus surrounding places, school students, in a common platform to celebrate not only this rich history of this area, but also come together to make the place more dynamic and beautiful. Now, the program I watched very carefully. It has been very well planned, very nicely executed. Every dance performance, musical performance, and I am particularly happy that we kind of took this opportunity, this program, to have a special performance on Vande Mataram, which we know that we are celebrating this year 150 years, and also a tribute to our Indian Army, Navy and Air Force, which all of us are very proud of, and particularly from the Defense Estates also. Being an inter-services organization, we are very proud and happy and privileged that we are with the Indian Defense Forces very closely associated. Now the program started very well, and even the ending I became slightly emotional because this is one of my favorite songs which our this young student played in the flute, Amar Desher Mati. So very well done, children. I think you did a fabulous job. Dances were also very power packed, and music, singing. The girl who sang the famous song Imagine, she did very well. So I'm really impressed, and you should carry on with your nurturing your special talents in music, sports, because interestingly I saw the group which sang the Ekla Choloro, very nicely improvised, but I saw that most of them were wearing glasses. So I think they are putting a lot of more importance on studies. They should also concentrate on other avenues of life. But anyway, so I have been a student of history. Bengal has a fascinating history, and in Bengal's history, Barrackpore plays a very, very crucial role. It's about colonial history and post-colonial history, and Barrackpore on the banks of Hooghly River, and not only Barrackpore, just across the river, Rishra, Sriranpur, Chandanagar. These are fabulous places from the history, architecture, legacy point of view, culturally. In fact, being a proud Bengali myself, these are the places where still we have, a lot of Bengali culture very rooted, which CEO has said that, the pujas and the other culture. Chandanagar is a cultural hub, I see every day. Because Calcutta has become more of a cosmopolitan. Bengali culture to some extent is now properly rooted in the slightly suburbs of the area. And Barrackpore, as we know, is a fascinating history. Some of the very beautiful slides they have shown. I had visited earlier, this is not the first time I am coming. Especially the Latbagan area, Cantonment part, we have very, very rich history. And it is important. History is very important. If you have forgotten history, you are missing something in life. So each student, especially since we have a lot of students here from different schools, you may know, these days it's an age of science and technology, understood. But history should never be neglected. History, society, these are very important for us. It has to be, balance has to be struck between, humanities and science. Now, since a lot of students are here, let me give a little gyan also. Because, Cantonment also is a municipal body. We, as a society, as a country, although it's not part of our regular curriculum, but it's very essential, which we face everyday life, that we, from the childhood, from the beginning, from the nursery also, we should celebrate and yourself always execute, civil responsibilities, civic responsibilities. We always say casually that, civic sense is not there. So it's very essential that students from the beginning, from the early classes, they give a lot of importance. I will request the teachers also to inculcate a sense of civic responsibility and discipline. You may be very talented, exceptionally talented, but without discipline, the talent goes astray. So today's performance was very good. Even the very small children who did the last, dance performance on diversity was very nice. Everybody, I am sure, present here would appreciate that the uniqueness of India is the diversity. Be it the natural diversity from the great beautiful sea beaches, oceans to the Himalaya, to the forest, to the desert. We have unique blend of diversity, and that is also again reflected in our culture, our language, and the fact all of us are together. We have differences, we have internal dynamics, but we are together, and let's make this country beautiful. And in accordance to Honorable Prime Minister's vision of Vikasit Bharat, we should take a pledge, especially school children, that they should, contribute to the developed country. And I'm sure some of the students may also join the armed forces to make all of us proud. Now, Cantonment is a very unique institution. You see, it has started 250 years back. And this is a unique in a sense because it's a blend of very few institutions there where you have a blend of the armed forces and the civic administration. Both of them interact very closely for betterment of the life of the cantonment areas. We have 61 cantonments all over the country. There are a lot of challenges because, these were set up 250 years back. I was reading somewhere that when Lord Wellesley made this Barrackpore trunk road, there was dense forest between Calcutta and Barrackpore, and there are wildlife also. Imagine after so many years, it's absolutely now dense population instead of forest. And the challenges, much of the challenges definitely is due to, sudden increase in population, putting a lot of pressure on civic amenities. So that is the main challenge. And also, financial funding issues. But despite the challenges, Cantonment Board Barrackpore is doing a lot of good work. Some of the very important projects we are undertaking shortly, we would be trying. I will compliment again the CEO. She has taken a lot of initiative. Recently, she has done a lot of good work also, vending zone. And we are planning to develop the Ganga, that Hooghly Ghat area, which is very crucial. I personally took a lot of interest and spoke to Delhi many times, pushed the case for that jetty. And once the jetty is, now finally the approval has come from the government. So I think another 1-2 months later we'll get it activated. And also beautify the area. You see the jetty, thousands of students, other commuters are regularly going across the river. But the amenities are very, very bad there. And it's a pretty shabby place. So there is a nice plan also. Similarly, we have other projects, like we have a sewage project there. suddenly an idea struck while I was watching the program that in most of the cantonments, because of the colonial legacy, we have very beautiful graveyards, European graveyards. If you go to Nagaland, although there is not a cantonment in Dimapur, then in Kharki, many camps actually, you have beautiful graveyards. I recall way back long time I went to Himachal Pradesh, Dakshai, such a serene, beautiful cemetery. And similarly, I went to recently a year back to Nasirabad, which is in Ajmer. There's a camp there, and I went to the cemetery, Chaimekira Point. It was very neglected and very historical, very interesting. So I asked CEO that if we somehow can, without investing a lot of money, can beautify the place, which will be a nice place for people to go visit and sit for a while. So this is one idea I given, suddenly struck to my mind. Now, so Canboard is striving to do better in future, and we are trying our best. And I'm sure CEO and station headquarters will deliver certain things very soon. And with all this, again, I would like to compliment all of you for joining this very important event, particularly the students and the principals and headmistresses of the headmasters and headmistresses of the schools, to allow the students to participate in the program to make it successful. With this, I again thank Cantonment Board officers, staff, my officers who are present here from the directorate, and thank you very much for the program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your insights with us. Your guidance and inspiration will leave an everlasting effect on all of us. And as sir mentioned, events like us bind us together, and Barrackpore itself reflects unity in diversity. Get ready to experience the perfect blend of rhythm, precision, and musical grandeur, as up next we have a drumline performance accompanied by an orchestra, a presentation that combines the energetic beats of percussion with the rich harmonies of orchestral music. Every beat, every note, and every movement is meticulously synchronized of the drum line, combined with the richness of orchestral accompaniment, was truly remarkable. Over to you, orchestra.
সাথীগুলো সিলিংয়ে দাও না হ্যাঁ
was a brilliant tribute to discipline, coordination, and the heartbeat of our nation. We now move to the distribution of participation certificates and mementos as a gesture of appreciation to all the performers, participants, and contributors who have made this celebration memorable. I request 2 members from each participating group to please come forward and make a line on stage. And to do the honors, I would request our chief guest, sir, kindly come up on stage. I request our chief guest, Shri Saurav Ray, Principal Director, Defence Estates, Eastern Command, to kindly come up on stage. I would request CEO ma'am to accompany sir on stage. It's time to appreciate all the performers and the participants. As we appreciate the contribution of the performers, may I request the audience to please put your hands together. May we hear it again? Yes, you may exit. Next group of participants, 2 representatives. Please put your hands together from the next recipient. Congratulations to each and every participant for their beautiful performances. Congratulations to each and every team. The next participant, along with a representative teacher, is now receiving certificate and memento from our chief guest. May we hear a bigger round of applause for the recipients. May we have the next representative, please? Dear audience, your clappings should not stop. Hearty congratulations to each and everyone. And last but not the least, we have the final participating team, 2 representatives receiving prize and memento. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. This celebration will forever remain a landmark in the proud history of Barrackpore Cantonment. To officially deliver the vote of thanks, I now invite Mrs. Savitri Chanda, Headmistress of Rabindranath Tagore Cantonment Board School, on stage. Ma'am, kindly come up on stage.
Namaskar. I, Savitri Chandra, HM Cantonment Board School, feel privileged to offer the vote of thanks on this proud occasion, the 250th anniversary celebration of our cantonment. My heartfelt thanks to our Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Saurav Ray, Principal Director, Defence States, Eastern Command, for gracing us with your presence and inspiring words. We are truly encouraged by your vision and guidance. I also extend my sincere gratitude to all our distinguished guests and both civil and military personnel for their continued cooperation, dedication and valuable support. My heartfelt thanks also go to our respected CEO Ma'am, Shri Jyoti Kapoor, for her constant encouragement, efficient coordination and valuable contribution in making this celebration a grand success. We are deeply grateful to all for such a beautiful collaborative civil participation. Your presence and performances have added color, energy and friendship to this celebration. We also appreciate the amazing performances by all school students on the stage and their school teachers and management behind the scene. We are proud of the team which worked so hard in stitching so many different components of the program seamlessly together so that a wonderful, unique program could be presented before this August gathering. I would also like to extend heartfelt thanks to all those working tirelessly behind the scene, the staff managing light, sound, auditorium management and cleanliness, for ensuring everything ran so smoothly today. As we celebrate 250th anniversary, let us continue to preserve the value of discipline, service and unity that the Cantonment Board stands for. Thank you, Jai.
Thank you, ma'am. That brings us to the end of this program. There is arrangement for lunch. I would request our respected dignitaries to kindly move towards the office premises for the lunch. Thank you so much. I request the other participants and guests to kindly be seated.
কত মিটার বলে 300 মিটার কিন্তু 300 মিটার নয় একটা একটা
Apologies. I would request our dignitaries to kindly stay back for the national anthem.
দরকার পড়ে বলতে কি তুমি যদি 300 মিটার না নাও না পরে কি হবে বলো তো রেঞ্জটা পাওয়া যাবে না তুমি ধীরে ধীরে কমে যায় কোয়ালিটি পড়ে যাবে তখন
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the most respectful moment of the program. I request everybody to kindly rise for the national anthem. Thank you so much, everyone. Now it's time for lunch. I would request our dignitaries to kindly proceed towards the office premises for their lunch. Thank you so much, everyone, for being present today.
চলে আসবে একবার জিজ্ঞেস করি
I request all the rest of the participants and guests to kindly proceed orderly towards the designated place outside the auditorium only after the guests leave. And request you by
Group photos that the schools are eager to take. So if any school along with their participants or non-participants want to take photograph, they can please come up on the stage and take their photographs. I hope my sound is reaching at the backstage also, because I believe a lot of participants are there in the backstage. So if any school, their coordinator is willing to take a photo, they can come up and take the photograph. And after the schools are done, I request my beloved colleagues also from the office and both our schools, because we did not all get the time to take photographs. So after the private schools are done, although I cannot see anyone, but still.
রেকর্ড হোক খাবার খাবার 1 ঘন্টা 5 মিনিটের স্ক্রিপ্ট ছিল
Sir, as our MC announced that there is an arrangement of refreshments and lunch for participating as well as non-participating students from all these schools who have come here for the program today. Let me just guide you. There's a shamiana just outside the auditorium. So the teachers may please proceed with their students to take the lunch. Photo never.
মরার পরে যদি তুমি যন্ত্র বস্তু করার চেষ্টা করছো যদি বাই চান্স ক্লাস হয়ে যেত তাহলে কীভাবে প্রদীপ জ্বালিয়েছে ওখানে কম আসতো কোথা থেকে তাহলে এটা কী ব্যবস্থা করা যায় বলে
कैंटोनमेंट बोर्ड स्टूडेंट्स जो हमारे दोनों स्कूल्स के पार्टिसिपेंट हैं वो लोग भी नीचे आ जाइए ताकि हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स के साथ भी एक ग्रुप फोटो हो जाए। मिसेस नगमा, आकाश सर, दिशा, ओली।
राजा की चेंज कर भी तो एकटूखानी দেখো আমার মানে আমি যেটুকু বলতে পারি মানে আমার মনে হয় যদি টিভির পিছনে এইচডিএমে না লাগে
मेमेंटो और सर्टिफिकेट्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के लिए बैक एंड पे जो टीम थी पिंकी, रूपम,
হ্যাঁ এটা কী লাগিয়ে এই তো
जाइए क्योंकि शाइना मैम नीड्स हेल्प, उसको बाकी बचे हुए को रिटर्न करना है।
दे राजा চেঞ্জ করে দে। তাহলে ক্যামেরা বন্ধই করে দিচ্ছি। হ্যাঁ এলইডি বাড়ে নেই এই দেখা রাজা। আচ্ছা ওটা দে, এই ক্যামেরাটা দে রাজা। হ্যাঁ 6 একটু জুম করে দে বুঝতে। সবার আসছেই না ফটো, ওই ছেলেরা ফটো তুলছে, সবার আসছেই না। চিপকানি জন্য হচ্ছে তো ইয়ের দরকার, লেন্স দরকার। আরও কিছু আছে হ্যালো। হ্যাঁ বলছি ছিল তো এখানে বাইক আছে তো, ঘরে যাও, ঘরে গিয়ে দেখো যে ক্যামেরা ব্যাগটা আছে না, ওখান থেকে একটা আরে ওই নিচে যে ব্যাগটা আছে দেখো টিভির পাশে রেখেছি, ওখানে থেকে একটা মোটা ব্যাটারি, যে নীল রঙের যে ব্যাটারি আছে না, সে না সে আমাকে ফোন করে গেছে, একদিন যাবে ব্যাটারি আনতে। হ্যাঁ নতুন নতুন যে ব্যাগটা আছে ওর মধ্যে দেখে দিচ্ছে না, কালো ব্যাটারি দিয়ে দেবে, মানে নীল রঙের ব্যাটারি দেবে না, ঠিক আছে? ব্যাগের চেকটা শেষ হলো।